get a girlfriend.
Fingers crossed. That's my birthday wish.
That's your birthday?
No.
Heck yeah, boy.
That's your birthday wish to get a shawty.
Your boo? My boo.
When is this like on already?
It's recording.
Yeah.
That's what that red light means.
Ace's
Welcome
birthday
to the
today.
pod, birthday boys. A birthday pod with Caleb.
March 22nd, 2004.
Big 1-9, baby.
1-9.
Actually, yeah, I'm 19 now. 1:19 p.m.
You were born at 119?
I knew. Yeah, that's the exact time.
That's lit.
1:19.
Oh, that's cool.
119.
This is last year as a teenager.
I know, right? That's
Oh, that's
crazy.
wild. Yeah. I was about to say it's not really that big of a year, but I guess that is it's significant
I
in some
think
way.
16's huge. 13's big because 13's like, wow, that kid's grown up. You were 8 years old 4 years ago.
13's an awkward age, bro.
Yeah.
Life is really weird at 13.
I could tell from our teens, actually.
At 13-year-olds?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awkward, bro.
Like
You don't know where to belong.
And even as a youth pastor, you don't know what you can like teach them and what you shouldn't teach
There's
them.
such a wide range.
What grade is 13? Is 13 8th grade?
Yeah. Before high school, right? Before high school.
Gabe's 11, 12, and Gabe's in
Yeah,
6th grade.
yeah.
Wow, 8th grade. That's a weird time.
Yeah, bro. And there's like people that are really developed at 13, but then there's some that are like they're 10. You know what I mean? So it's like this really awkward. You don't know what kind of 13-year-old you have.
Yeah.
It's almost like 13 is, and it's going to sound dumb, but 12 and 14.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
the
that
difference
range,
between
yes.
12 and 14 is huge.
Yes. Yeah.
12 and
13's where,
14 is like
yeah, it's a different world.
two different worlds.
Yeah.
So do you feel like different today?
No.
At 19 years old. So today we're doing a deep dive into the life of Caleb. We're gonna do some interview of very it's kind of personal. There's some things that are personal, some things that aren't. So we're just gonna get to know Caleb. If you're joining us now, we're gonna dive into who Caleb is as a person. Right before we got on this, we were asking. I mean, the first question can be, "What's the boo situation like?"
It
You know what I'm saying?
Non-existent, bro.
Non-existent.
Ooh.
So like
Should have found one of those girls when I was in San Antonio, man. Like, see you in 2 years at the next General Assembly, hon.
non-existent like Bigfoot, or like not existent like
No, Bigfoot exists. Ask my dad.
I was waiting for him to like pop out of somewhere. Be like, yeah, Bigfoot's real.
Insert a Bigfoot graphic entering from the bottom
so like
of the screen.
nothing with the whole boo situation. Nothing right now. No like potentials.
Nope. Just
Okay.
sitting here. March 22nd, 2023. Remember the date.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
This is the year.
from today.
This is the year?
This is the year. I feel
from
it.
today we're gonna be talking about. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I could handle getting married.
Really?
Yeah, no shot.
Bro, once she comes into your life, it's gonna be like, bah.
Yeah, you're
feel it.
gonna be doing stuff like you're gonna be getting pedicures, manicures, and you.
No, I take good finger and toenail care, guys. Trust me, ladies. My fingernails and feet are well cared for.
Yeah.
Except I got soccer feet. I mean,
Oh yeah.
your soccer feet aren't nearly as bad right now, but soccer feet's a real thing.
Yeah, it is. When I was playing soccer, them jokers were
up.
throwing gang signs. Honestly, never gonna say that, but
Busted up toes. They look like a professional boxer after a fight.
Nah, that was bad. That was real bad. What's the next one you got?
All right, officially, first official question. What is one of your earliest memories?
Wow, that's hard.
Yeah. If you can imagine,
Because I can
go
remember
back.
I can remember stuff from 5 or 6, but I don't remember which one came first. Like, I remember Carson's 5th birthday party, which would have made me 7. Nope, I'd have been 6 because me and Carson's birthday comes first. So I'd have been 6. Carson had that Hannah Montana birthday party, but she was either 5 or she was 7 and I was 8. And then that's not nearly as impressive.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, I remember, I mean, if you look at my dad's YouTube page that has like 1 subscriber and
There's a video on there?
There's tons of videos on there.
Oh, for real?
From our childhood.
Oh, wow.
Like,
I gotta check that out.
you've never
Yeah.
seen it?
No, we gotta link that.
There's a clip of Cammy getting chased by a hermit crab. And I say that in quotations. If this is the table, no, if
You're the
this is
hermit crab.
I know. If this is the table, the hermit crab did this move. It like came out of its shell and took one step like a
freaked
4-year-old can be. Whoa! Shoom! And Dad records her take off down the hallway with her little legs and stuff.
That's dope. That's dope.
But I mean, I probably remember. I start remembering things in my head. Like you remember very like it's almost like a wisp of stuff.
Yeah, but you have like one of the wildest memories that I know. So I was like, man, I'm wondering what, you know what I mean?
Too.
Yeah, you remember like
In,
crazy
like,
stuff.
detail.
Yeah.
Like I remember being 8 and catching not my first fish, but like catching the biggest fish I'd ever caught at the time, and it was like a largemouth bass the size of Dad's foot. And it was I remember that.
Yeah.
It was like the last cast of the day. Hey, this is the last one. Caleb, throw it in. Boom.
Dang,
Big
bro.
old bass hops on there. And for 8-year-old Caleb, I felt like I fought that thing for 3 days. It was like 4 seconds.
That's
Dad
probably
just
what
grabbed
you told
the.
everybody when he went to school.
That's what we told
You're
whenever.
I got this big old shark that I got.
That's why I tell everybody, because I went fishing one time with a few of our teams, and the story is not like it actually was, you know.
Right.
I tell everybody I caught this big fish, and so actually one of them came last week to youth group, and he was telling everybody that the fish was this big.
Nah, that fish was huge.
It was.
Was it a big fish?
Exactly.
Was it a
It
good
was
fish?
just pretty much like this. you
Phil,
know?
tell him about the first fish you
Bro,
ever
my
caught.
first fish I brought, bro. Hey, that thing was crazy.
Yeah.
Who was it?
It's
Me,
so crazy.
Me, you, CJ
shrimp?
Mew.
They caught like 5 each,
Yeah.
and I wasn't catching anything. And then I finally got one on the thing.
Really?
It just keeps shrinking.
It was about this big, bro.
How big
It was about this big,
It
bro.
was the size of an iPhone 6.
It was about this big, bro.
So you got a shrimp.
No, listen, it was about this big.
Oh, man.
It was crazy.
So
It was
man,
crazy.
you hear like fish tales and how fishermen exaggerate catches, and then you don't want to tell people that you caught this tiny fish. So I'm with them. I'll start telling fish tales.
Hey, listen, I'm proud of that one. Like,
Right.
That's a
You,
good one.
you got the next one, do I got the next
yeah, well,
Okay,
roll on.
so talking about how like he remembers like, you know, stuff in detail. And next question for you is, what is your favorite random fact?
Favorite random fact?
Yeah,
Wow.
I will give you a few seconds.
I know a lot of just
Give one.
I know a lot of random things. Like a lot of them are sports related. Like the Alex Smith injury from the NFL a couple years ago, where his leg got snapped in half, happened against the exact same team when he was playing for the exact same team as Joe Theismann in the 90s when Lawrence Taylor absolutely snapped his
that's
leg.
freaky.
And it's like stuff like that I remember a lot of. Man, y'all put me on the spot and I can't play this game. I used to
Bro,
I-
I think that's solid. I would not have remembered that at all.
in 8th grade, I signed up for the Snapple Fun Fact of the Day, and they used to like text me a fun fact every day. And I don't think I have that text thread anymore, but it was cool stuff.
I feel like I would text you for that.
Like zebras are actually black with white stripes, and that's genetically true.
see, I feel like I would text you and be like, "Hey, text me a Snapple fact every day," and you would hold me down.
Right, fact.
I would bank on it.
That don't take much for someone like me though. But I don't know about you.
Like
That's crazy. I didn't know zebras were actually like black.
zebras are
white
black with
stripes.
white
So
stripes.
they're
Yeah.
just like, wow.
It's just
okay.
a black horse with white stripes.
Fun facts, man.
Interesting.
I love fun facts.
You know, like pedestrian crosses,
Mm-hmm.
crossing that thing that you cross. Like in Nigeria, we call them zebra crossing.
Really?
Zebra crossing.
In Nigeria and in London, or in England, they call
Wow.
it zebra crossing.
That's dope.
What's the other thing that people refer to as zebra? Oh, referees. They call them
Referees,
zebras.
Yeah, zebras.
Yeah.
What shoe size do you wear, bro?
I'm a 10 and a half.
Really?
What?
I'm 6'2" and a 10 and a half in shoes.
Wow.
Bro, I
That's-
thought you were wearing like a 12.
No,
Or
Bryson, my cousin, has been in like 11, was a 10 and a half in 7th grade. I hit 8th grade, was a 10, and 9th grade, summer of 10th grade, hit 10 and a half, and my feet
Stayed
have
there.
just. So I still wear shoes from 10th grade.
That's wild.
insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane. Well, I was gonna ask.
What size shoe are you?
Next question. Next question. What's a strange food combination you enjoy?
I'm not a strange food guy.
You got
You
no
are,
weird
yeah,
stuff?
Yeah, he doesn't eat weird. Maybe like, do you eat pineapple on the pizza?
Oh, that's not weird though. That's a normal.
No, it's
I don't-
not weird, bro.
I don't. I'm not about to have this
You're not
conversation
about that
with
life?
you. No,
I don't-
No.
I don't think it's-
like fruits, like sweet and savory, like to get like.
Sweet and savory is the best.
Like, is doing a Reese's cup instead of the chocolate on the s'more weird? That's
Yes.
different. It's not
Yeah,
weird.
I've never heard of that.
Dude, it's so good.
I've never heard of
Oh
that.
my
Yeah.
gosh. You hot
Yeah.
marshmallow, you put the Reese's cup on there and graham cracker that
And
thing
it
up
probably
instead
like
of chocolate.
it's actually I imagine that being better actually
It's
because
so
it's like
much
a cup.
better.
Yeah.
So it like holds the marshmallow as it melts into it.
I feel like I've seen you eat something that I was like, wait, why do you do like
Bro.
a sauce? Do you like use ketchup on something weird or like barbecue sauce on something weird? No.
We can roll the donut clip if we want to.
Eating a
That's a
donut
weird
out the
food thing.
Weirdest food combination: donut
And feet.
with feet. Not like actual feet, but
You've never seen that?
like
I ate the donut off the floor at Winterfest.
Oh no.
Dude, that thing was flat as a
had
paper
a
plate.
great seasoning. It was there for like 2 hours.
It had been stomped on for 2-3 hours. They offered it to start Winterfest, and Winterfest was over. Everyone was clearing out, and we still had like kids in the altar. And someone was like, "Caleb, you won't eat that for $10?" And I said, "I was ninth grade. I was doing that in a heartbeat." Sure, I will. $10, full donut. I ate the whole
$10,
thing.
bro.
Oh my goodness.
My mouth felt real weird after that. Not like a tingly way, but the glaze just kind of stuck to your tongue awkwardly.
Interesting.
Aside from necessities, what's one thing that you couldn't go a day without? So like food, water,
yeah,
all
I
that
mean,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, of course. Yeah.
I love worship music.
Mm.
My Alexa plays it all the time. Sorry if I just set it off in your house right now, but my
Hey Alexa, play.
Caleb.
Oh yeah, K-Love. They probably play K-Love.
But
Alexa, stop.
Yeah.
I listen to worship music 24/7.
Yeah.
It's always playing in my room. I sleep to it at night.
Car too.
Yeah, my car. I have a 26-hour worship music playlist that I can sing every word to, and then multiple with completely different songs on it that I can sing every word to.
That's crazy because I knew that. I'm actually gonna talk about that. I noticed
His
that
playlist?
like the fact that he can.
He knows
actually
all
sing
of it.
Every word.
Yeah.
Which makes me mad because there's songs that I listen to like all the time,
man,
and I still
yeah.
can't get the.
That's because you're so worried
It gets
about
to the
that.
second verse, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm humming by the second verse.
Man, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
I can see that 100%.
That's cool.
And not in like a. It sounded like a weird spiritual answer, but I love it.
No, that's real. Yeah,
I jam out to it.
yeah, that's true.
I first probably started doing it at 13 when I first got the Alexa. And it was kind of a comfort thing because you're coming 12, 13, you're still having like nightmares or rough nights when you're sleeping. And I mean, you wake up to worship music and there's a supernatural peace that comes with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Fact.
That's so true.
That's for sure. What's a story you love to tell?
Oh Lord.
Knowing Caleb,
No. This is
whatever the
one
first two
that is-
stories that come to your
One that
mind,
is-
No.
go for the third one. Use the third one, please.
No, this is story number one, and this is a soccer story. How we won our first state championship game when I played at Conway. We had this
go.
Ethiopian kid who there's no way he was 10. We were playing in a 9-10 age, and there was
Oh,
I'm 6'2". I've always been a tall kid, and he was like 8 inches taller than me. Ran faster than everyone on the field. No way he was 10, but his birth certificate said he was 10 years old.
His U.S. certificate.
He has his U.S. certificate, and I remember playing in that game.
I knew it was going
And-
to be something like this.
We had ran through regions. No one could stick with us, and states was only a 4-team tournament.
Yeah.
Round robin, you lose 2, you're out. It is 9:00 at night. I'm playing goalie. I'd never played a lick of goalie in my life up until this tournament. Learned how to play goalie when they called up all stars because it was a heavier set kid who was playing goalie, and he was the best goalie of the bunch. And my dad told me, "Do you want to get minutes on this team? Go tell the coach you'll play goalie."
Yeah.
And I played a phenomenal goalie in the region, and then played it in states. And with 12 seconds left on the timer of the second half, pouring rain, 9:00 at night, the kid shoots from half field, top corner against the keeper. We win state championships just like that.
Oh wow.
It is straight out of a movie scene, and it's 100% a fact. You can ask both of my parents how that night ended. It was in Beaufort, South Carolina. His name's Nolan Crawford, I believe, or I think it's Nolan Crawford.
Nolan Crawford. Shout out to you, Nolan.
Yeah, that one sounds very.
It sounds straight out of a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Nolan, I see you.
That's what's up, Nolan. Imagine you're the president.
Gosh.
And you got 3 people to assist you. Who you picking and why?
My dad. My dad's like my
Hey, shout out Pastor Jamie.
Pops.
guy you go to for advice on everything.
Yeah.
Mama, it's not you.
Jeez.
CJ Mew, you're my vice president.
CJ. Okay.
Dang right.
Okay, you got to give reasoning. So why are you picking CJ?
Because he's CJ, bro.
All right.
I don't need no other answer. That man, he chose me to be his best man at his wedding. That's why CJ.
He's your right hand man.
You're the homie. You've been
Okay.
one of my best friends since
Loyalty.
we were
He's a
little.
dog.
Yeah.
That's okay.
CJ
That's
never
good.
crossed me.
Okay.
And man, who else?
There's a whole open world out there.
You're gonna offend some people with
There's a
your
whole
answers.
open world out there.
And
You can think people like movie characters. Or
I
something.
know.
Yeah, you could get like
A superhero.
If I want to be creative with it,
like
don't say Jesus. That's no Bible characters.
pick
That's
somebody funny. I don't know.
Jim Carrey.
There you go.
That'd be a good one.
There you go.
But like Jim Carrey is what that.
He prepares all your speeches.
No. I need him to be like the press secretary. That when I don't feel like speaking, he comes up to the mic
He
and
speaks for you.
Mr. President will not be taking any
Yes.
manners on this issue right now.
I love it.
All right, next question. What's the best advice you've ever gotten?
Best advice. Wow.
Got a little nugget.
Just roll the timer here, Phil. Stop and
Like
cut
if,
back.
Like if you would just think like, okay, like me personally, I could just think and just stay away from strangers or something like that. Or be careful who.
Something that you reflect on, you're like, yo, that was actually,
This is like
that was actually factual. Like I should, yeah. That was a good thing to hold on to.
Something I'll always hold on to is and it's been reiterated by my dad and grandpa my whole life, but it's always choose righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be angry. Jesus got angry. Jesus flipped a table. It's okay to act up, but always end up choosing righteousness and choosing to be righteous in situations where you can choose to be unrighteous. And I've fallen many times and failed to be righteous many times, but there's never been a piece of advice I would hold on to more than that.
Choose righteousness.
Choose righteousness, because
I love it.
you can't dishonor God by choosing righteousness.
Yeah, that's good. Who's the smartest person you know, you'd say?
Chris Kilgore.
Chris Kilgore.
That man's a genius.
Okay.
Chris Kilgore's mind just works crazy ways.
he seems cool. I don't know him that much.
Know him like that? Yeah. He is.
Shout out Chris
He's
Kilgore.
smart,
You're
bro.
so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Chris Kilgore for helping us out too.
Yeah, that was fire.
That was amazing.
That was incredible.
Oh, he crushed it that night too.
He did.
Yeah.
Worst advice you've ever.
Worst advice I ever received?
You don't have to say who said it, but
Yeah.
it'll be like somebody at the church said something to you.
Worst advice.
Oh Lord. Someone at the church did tell me this, and I'll say this, it's jokingly so no one gets offended because I can't go through like the dumb things. But Jeremy Smith, old Smitty, told me at softball one night.
You called out a name.
Okay, this isn't bad. He just said, throw that as hard as you can. I almost killed somebody. Ball missed the first base.
okay.
Ball missed the first baseman by about 3 feet over Bryson's reach.
Throw it as
and
hard as you can.
Bryson's like 6'2" with long arms. I overthrew him. I almost hit somebody.
Yeah.
This was kind of bad.
you said first and last name. I was about to say, if you could travel back in time 3 years, what advice would you give yourself?
3 years.
So 16, yeah. What advice would you give yourself 3 years ago? You would have been just turning 16.
Yeah.
You remember what you did on your 16th birthday?
Yeah. COVID had just shut everything down. COVID shut everything down early March of 2020, and obviously y'all watching now, it's late March, so it had only been a couple of weeks, so no one kind of knew what it was. But I think stay the course.
Stay the course.
Because what I dreamed for myself wasn't this moment right here. I knew it was ministry, but I had no clue it had been an online campus pastor at a church that had all of a sudden taken off and seen 500 plus baptisms and all of this crazy move of God over the last couple of years. But I mean, stay the course for what you had in mind for yourself, Caleb, because you're choosing righteousness most of the time, and God's rewarding you for that.
Stay the course.
Who would you play in the movie?
I got told young Tom Hanks by a couple of old ladies.
Okay.
What?
That was the curly hair.
The curly hair.
They were like, you look like a young Tom Hanks. No, Dorian, I didn't know I looked like a young Tom Hanks.
Is that the person?
No, that was just my old lady name I came up with on the spot.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even remember, I don't remember who I talked to yesterday. It's got
No, that was just my old lady name I came up with.
If you had no physical, financial, or any other obstacle in your way, what skill would you have? You could do anything.
Dude,
What skill would it be?
I think it'd be super cool to be a really legit archer. Like those dudes who just split arrows.
Would you be like one of those guys that just carries a bow with him everywhere he goes?
No, I prefer bow hunting over rifle hunting.
Yeah, that
one's
guy.
more ethical. Yeah. Nah, but you're telling me you behind the back slink.
That is dope.
Like some Robin Hood stuff.
It's
That'd
a cool
be
party
so
trick
sick.
too. You just pull it up on a barbecue.
Have you seen the girl that does it with her feet? She puts it on her feet and pulls it back and she's pretty accurate too. That's insane. But being a good archer would be such a sick skill.
That's crazy because I would have thought you would say something that had to do with baseball.
No, I mean,
sports,
that's training, and I guess archery is still training. But just to have randomly God-given skill one day,
you just woke up one day
archer,
and you could just nail arrows.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
So what would you
choose?
Okay.
Me?
Yes. What would you choose,
Bro? I don't know. Maybe free solo climbing. You know those guys that have no gear? They got no gear. They can just do that. That stuff is crazy to me because it's it's a physical feat that you think ultra marathon runners.
Yeah.
If you get to mile 80 and you're tired or not obviously, but you're done, your body gives out, you just fall over and then you recover. If you're free solo climbing, there is no tap out. You either die.
You meet your maker.
Yeah. You either achieve this incredible feat or you die. There's no in between, and I love that. That'd be sick.
Well, that escalated quickly.
I think it'd be dope. What's yours?
Me?
Yeah.
Definitely singing.
Singing.
Yeah, there's
not everybody can sing. Let's get this out the way.
That's true.
Yeah,
not everybody can sing.
And I'm gonna watch this thinking that at the point I'm watching this, I'll probably be thinking I'm good at singing. You can't sing, Tobena, so just breathe.
Never give up, Tobena.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna be singing though. It just might not sound good, but I wish I would love to be a very good singer because there's sometimes in church I know this is the note I'm supposed to hit, but it's not hitting.
When the middle schoolers look back and look at you why are you
hitting? And so me as you pastor, that's why I gotta preach. Last week I had to preach on worshiping God in spirit and truth, so they know that
it's not what it's about.
It ain't about the way it sounds, Oh man, yeah, singing
or being good at impressions. I think that's a good one.
If
you can do
impressions,
the one dude who can do all the impressions, who was on that Liv and Maddie and stuff, who does a sick RDJ and Shaggy and Scooby. I think if you could do impressions legitimately, that'd be sick too.
If you could do impressions, you would never get bored. Because you would just have conversations between different people with yourself.
Yeah.
Raggy, we gotta Scoob, we gotta get out of here, man. That's
pretty good.
No, that's not good. But
that was actually decent.
You could just come up with your own stuff. That'd be sick.
That's
That was pretty good. All right. This is probably gonna be a difficult one because there's like different areas of this. But who is the GOAT?
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Okay,
Who's the greatest of all time? Like, you know what? Let's do sports.
let's
right now.
knock it out.
Let's do sports.
Give me 4 different sports, and I'll tell you the GOAT of all 4 of them.
Basketball.
It's Mike.
Bobsledding.
It is 100% Mike.
Football.
It's Brady. Brady solidified himself as the GOAT.
Baseball.
I think it's Barry Bonds, but you have that steroid stuff. But Barry Bonds is still my baseball GOAT. That man was insane. I think it's 767 home runs.
Yeah.
And if you want to go against the steroids or whatever, then I think a guy like Babe Ruth has solidified himself for just being a classic player. And Ken Griffey Jr. is disgusting all time.
All right, let's go. The sport that on your birthday you just beat the mess out of all of us today. We went to Topgolf, and Caleb won every game we played. So, golf. Who's the GOAT?
It's Tiger. I think
Tiger.
Tiger has that Michael Jordan gene in him where it's that killer mentality of I'm going to beat you at your own game left-handed if I want to.
Yeah.
Broken back, dislocated foot.
I can't believe he came back and actually.
Man,
Come back and won it.
he won the Masters after busting up his back all bad and stuff. That's insane. That killer mentality and his like marketability and all that just goes into partially being the GOAT.
I got one more sport. Tennis. Do you watch tennis? You probably.
I know enough about tennis.
Oh, okay. Maybe not tennis then. What's another sport that?
You want to do that one?
Sure.
It's
The one.
It's Leo Messi,
Ooh.
and it's not Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Tobena.
I think Zlatan
You think
Ibrahimovic is
Zlatan?
the GOAT.
Really?
I personally think Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the GOAT. But
Wow.
real football, which
You think he's like the
so-
best player, or you think he's the greatest of all time?
It's just a bias. It's a bias. I just
Okay.
since I was a kid.
Look at Tobena's Instagram feed
Stop.
from years ago.
I'm gonna archive it.
Gotta archive right now. Right now.
With this podcast.
So much
All right.
Zlatan
All
in
right.
there.
So who's the? What about your greatest of all time in terms of? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Pastors.
It's Billy Graham.
Billy Graham.
Billy Graham.
Ooh.
Billy Graham's like the undisputed top 3 all time.
Yeah.
I think it's like Billy Graham, Paul, and probably Jesus. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh Jesus.
No, it's that's a joke.
Jesus
That's a
at
joke. I
one.
think Paul and Jesus are notches above Billy Graham, but
Yeah.
Billy Graham's kind of
So what about 2 and 3? I need.
that man was like the Christian advisor to 4 or 5 or 6 presidents. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So Billy Graham. Okay.
cool. All right.
There's a lot of goats.
All right. This last
Lot
one.
of goats.
This is the last one.
Good grief.
WWE.
The greatest wrestler of all time.
Give me a GOAT. WWE.
If you're looking at legacy, it's that's hard. There's eras of WWE that are just so much
You're
different.
gonna offend somebody.
If you're looking at legacy, it's Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan
Hogan.
ran an era for 20 years is what it felt like.
You picked Hulk Hogan over Undertaker.
That was my next one.
I knew
Undertaker
Undertaker was-
ran an era from about 94, 93 up until 2010. For like 17 years, The Undertaker was unstoppable, top of his class.
I never lost. Yeah.
Right. WrestleMania, that's like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, but 10 times better. To go to WrestleMania and not lose up until that sellaway match where he hurt himself and he had to technically lose because he took off the script and
Yeah. By the way, WWE is real. Just for you guys out there, UFC fans that think
Sam Cable.
UFC is
UFC?
we're not doing UFC because WWE.
You
is
just said
real
UFC.
wrestling. That's it. I know.
Oh, you said UFC is not real.
UFC,
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh.
In comparison to WWE.
Oh.
But we can go to the next question. What you got for him?
What product would you stock? But John Jones, you go UFC. What product would you stockpile if you found out that it wasn't going to be sold anymore?
Wow.
Yeah. What product would you stockpile?
I mean,
as of a couple years ago, you said toilet paper, right?
toilet paper a couple years ago, everyone was trying to stockpile. I mean, there's like the serious answer of toothpaste or whatever, but we'll do something fun here. Huh?
I'm just thinking. I think that's a good question.
It would never be sold anymore.
Never sold anymore. And I think if it's a fun product, I mean, my shampoo and conditioner, that'd be terrible. I wouldn't know what to go to. I use Cantu.
You could probably do some like, you'd still have like soaps and stuff, right?
I know.
So you could probably do something with it.
I think my
Put that
cologne,
Cantu-
that's a big one.
Your cologne.
I've been using the same scent since probably 9th grade, and not no like
So you
stingy
just have
like
a whole closet
fresh.
of that.
Yeah, I use Dolce and Gabbana, the one.
Yeah.
Smells so good. Has that nice hint of vanilla.
You hear that,
I
ladies?
love that scent.
I know.
Been using it since 9th grade.
He's single.
But I feel like that'd be so weird if I just went to a different cologne because I'm so used to. That's
like a part of who you
That's
are
what
now.
I feel like I smell like.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to switch that up, Caleb, because we're trying to get you chose. You know, so
And if that one hasn't worked yet,
if
let's
that one
just.
has not worked, man. That's what. That's the definition.
That's the reason. That's the
of
reason
what?
NBA team
Insanity?
inspired.
Insanity.
That's the definition of insanity. So we're gonna switch that up. All right. That was it, right? That was it. Okay. What's your game plan for survival in a nuclear fallout?
Wait for the rapture.
Just last it.
For sure. I mean,
Do you have some people have these like, I'm gonna go to this Walmart and get on the roof and then I'm gonna like, they have all that.
I think
Yeah.
nuclear fallout, you got to go towards a really low populated area because then you can fight some stuff off if there's less people. So go to like an Ainer, somewhere where the population density isn't nearly as crazy as Myrtle Beach and whatever, and people are struggling for stuff. And then also an Ainer, I mean, they're growing crops out there. There's
already got
wildlife.
natural.
You can hunt, you can harvest stuff, and most of them out there are saved. So they're gonna love one another.
So create a little church.
They are share, man.
Yeah, I mean, nuclear fallout.
Most of them are saved. Oh.
We'll
Shout out
go.
to Ainer.
Shout out to Anna. They got the blessed barn over there.
For
You
sure.
can stay at the blessed barn.
Oh man.
Man, I'll go stay with Meemaw Pearl.
Yeah,
I love
there you
some
go.
Meemaw Pearl. I'll sleep on her couch.
This is my last one. What is one of your favorite memories in the past year?
The past year.
This past your 18th year of life.
Yeah.
What was one of your favorite memories?
So, youth camp 2022 was incredible. Yeah, I mean, your first youth camp, it was powerful. I mean, it made some of us cry, but the final time doing the cheers theme, when it was all of us it was our last year camping, you know, and you're getting the people from last year because we didn't have a camp the last year, and the people from the year prior because camp had shut down. Who it was like 3 generations of people who graduated high school that weren't able to do that. And I think that week was awesome, spectacular, phenomenal. But the altar service part of that was something completely different where, I mean, kids who you see twice, 3 times a year at absolute maximum, and you form these bonds and stuff, and you get to speak life over them, and you get to lead people to Jesus and be a light for them in situations like that, where we had a 19-year-old counselor who wasn't supposed to be a counselor, and God had just ordained all of this stuff and lined it up, and that week was just super powerful.
That's awesome. That's awesome, bro.
Last question. Number 19. You ready?
Like my birthday.
19
Coincidence.
questions.
That was the plan. Number 19. What do you look forward to this new year of your life?
Hopefully getting a girlfriend. Please.
I like the fact. Look,
Listen,
wait.
we full circle this.
I love the fact
Start
that
a podcast like this and the
I love the
just
fact that
cut it
I'm-
after I say that.
I love the fact that you didn't even waste 1 second. 1 second.
knew
to
the
answer
answer,
that.
bro.
You know what you want /
Oh, come
need
on.
in this life. All right.
He knows
I
what
love
he
that.
wants.
No, I
You
think
can't find dudes like that, man.
No.
Dudes don't. Most guys don't.
I only
No.
I only ever want to date one girl in my life, and she's the one, and we get married. I don't need to date 14 different ladies. Shout out Aiden Nolan.
Dang. I know this is not part of the questions, but how many is in the inbox right now?
Oh.
How many turtle eggs
How
will a
many is in
chicken
the
lay in
inbox?
its life? How many turtle eggs will a chicken lay in its
Thank
life?
you guys so
The answer
much
is
for
zero.
joining.
Yes.
We had a blast getting to know Caleb. Hope you did as well. Much love to you. Next week, we're going to be kicking off Holy Week.
I mean, that's Easter stuff.
So,
That's
it's
fun.
It's Easter's coming up. So, be
Y'all
sure
are
to tune
store
in.
for a phenomenal podcast with them.
100%.
Be amazing.
Much love to you guys.
Love y'all.
See you next week.
Peace.
Let's go.